Hey guys, Sundown right here. This is going to be my chapter review to My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero Academia 170 with Eri. Now, not much to talk about really this chapter, but this does set things up for chapters to come. First, we have Mirio and Deku going to visit Eri upon her request. She wants to talk to Lemillion, as she knows him by, and Deku. And the size of her horn really in this encounter shows that she won't be able to go berserk for a while, so it's safe for them to go and talk to her. And also, I think we have Aizawa there, Razorhead. Or Razorhead. I'm not sure which one it is, but yeah, everything's safe, and they're basically just gonna go talk to her about everything that's happened. So, and this was really this chapter. It was this whole scene was really the heartwarming scene, with Eddie apologizing to both Mirio and Deku because of what happened to them, what they lost, especially in terms of Mirio, and the pain they suffered in terms of both of them, and because of the glasses guy or Nightai, and she doesn't really know. Well, she doesn't know at all about Nightai, and it's something that I don't think she'll find out about for a long while. It's just something that they don't need to tell her, because she'd blame it on herself, and then a whole bunch of shit would go down. So it's not something she needs to know, and it's not something that they'll tell her for a long while, I don't think. Mirio, being Mirio, keeps everything upbeat and says no one is in any pain after having rescued Eddie. So that's all cool, and Mirio just being like, he's just being the best guy at the moment, and they're all super happy that she's safe, and they want her to be happy, which is all good stuff. It's at this point when she tries to smile, though, that Deku realizes that the shadow of Chisaki or Overhaul still looms over Eddie, and he's just concerned about Eddie. He's like, really, after all we've done, she's still plagued by the shadow of Chisaki, which is it's the nature of what Chisaki did to her, the abuse and stuff that he put her through. So it's going to be something that will take a while to get over, but this is where Deku's creative thinking comes in handy. So, with some inspiration from Aoyama from somewhere in Deku's mind, Deku asks if Eddie can attend the culture festival, and it's something which should lift her spirits, at least in the mind of Deku, and it'll allow her to get to know her saviors more, and just the class of 1A and things like that. So, as much as this sounds like a good idea to a lot of people, there were so many people who, like me, thought this is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea, because we all obviously want Eddie to be happy, but if anyone knows about her abilities, she's a prime target of these individuals. You know, if they know about her ability and they want it, they're gonna go after her. So it's immensely dangerous to have her out in such a crowded environment and a festival-like occasion. And you know, it's going to be a bad occasion. It's going to be a bad culture festival if they do decide to come for Eddie at this moment in time. It'll show us, to be fair, the growth of Class 1A and how they'll fend off these individuals coming after her, if that is the way the story is going. But probably not the brightest idea. You know, you don't want to invite attacks. That's just not the way to go. But her drooling face was funny. I was like, that's pretty funny. So obviously, Mirio was just using the term date here. For all you weirdos out there, Mirio was just using the term date in a kind of cutesy fashion, you know, and he doesn't intend any illegal acts to go down whilst he's with Eddie. He was just using it like that, you dirty bastards. Okay, so we then go to the final scene, which focuses on two new villains named Gentle and Love Lover, or La Brava, depending on which translation you read. The whole scene really, it was kind of funny. It seems like a spoof of an 80s cop show with subtitles emphasizing what Gentle was doing and what he was saying. And he's a really weird character who attempts to rob a store only for the views on the internet. Literally only for views on the internet, because he doesn't even take the money at the end. And he does, however, take out 4 heroes we see. And we don't know how, because his cameraman, a young girl or woman, we don't know which one it is, by the name of Love Lover or La Brava, cuts the video when Gentle kicks ass. So we don't know what he did, but he's steaming at the end of it, almost like Luffy in Gear Second. So we're just like, what the hell's his type of power? There's no clues or anything. It might be something to do with smoke or mist based or something like that. He might be Zabuza 2.0 or some shit, I don't know. But he was steaming at the end of it, so maybe that's some sort of some form of clue, and he had a cane. I'm not too sure how exactly we're going to figure it out, but he does seem like a very unusual character with a very powerful quirk, and we don't really know much about La Brava either. So as usual, the questions are, what are their quirks? How far are these villains willing to go to gain views and gain fame or infamy? So, you know, what are they willing to do? And who the hell are they? Now, as I just said, Gentle gives off some Aoyama vibes, and we just came off a couple of chapters of like dedicated to Aoyama. So he may have some sort of link to Aoyama. You know, his whole eccentricity or eccentricness. I'm not sure how that word's pronounced. Is it eccentricity or eccentricity? I think it must be eccentricity. Yeah, eccentric. But so his whole eccentric nature it really ties in with Aoyama. So maybe there's some sort of relation there. But like I mentioned, they don't really seem to be La Brava and gentle. They don't seem to be inherently evil just yet. More along the lines of mischievous and rebellious, more the Loki type character, you know. So the whole situation looks foreboding in terms of La Brava, Gentle, and then Eddie, and you know we have Gentle who's looking to do something extraordinary for those views. Much like myself, I need to do something extraordinary for those views. And Eddie being allowed out with the boys for the first time. How will it all go down? So the chapter ends with Gentle trying to pour tea into his into like this cup, and in like the coolest of manners, like Salt Bay style, he's holding it up here and he's just pouring it in and failing as a gust of wind just blows it all over Love Lover or La Brava. So that was pretty funny. But that's it. That was the entirety of the chapter, and this is usually why I don't like doing the My Hero Academia chapters, which are like this chapter, leading up to something, because they're very, very. There's not too much information you receive from these chapters. I mean, I'm just rambling on at this moment, and it's only been like 6 minutes long. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the chapter. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I think that's me done for the week. So until the next Nanatsu, no, I think it's the next One Piece chapter actually comes out. I've got nothing to do, so I'll see you guys then.